Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make homemade RX bars, and these are super easy to make and super simple. This is kind of what led me to want to make the RX bars because I was seeing how simple the ingredients were and the price was $2 to $3 per bar, and I just thought that was crazy, so I thought that why not try to make them at home. So very simple ingredients, actually not that many ingredients, and really easy to make. So this is what you'll be needing today, and I'll leave the recipe in the comment section below so you can view it at a later time. One of the main ingredients in this is the egg whites, and that's what really gives it a lot of protein, but almonds and cashews are kind of the structure of the whole bar. So first I'm going to start off by putting the cashews in my coffee grinder and grinding them up into kind of like a flour. This is just a way to make it really blend up evenly. You don't have to do the coffee grinder beforehand, but I just thought that this would be better because my grinder isn't the best, and I wanted to make sure that the almonds and the cashews really got ground up good enough so it could give my bars enough structure. So I'm going to do the same thing with the almonds and just put them in the coffee grinder, blend them up really good. Just a little tip, if you ever want to make almond flour or cashew flour or quinoa flour, you can do this in your coffee grinder too. So don't just use your coffee grinder for coffee. You can use it really simply with other things to make flours. So I'm just going to put everything in the blender and then go on to pitting my dates. So fresh dates are to die for. I definitely recommend getting the fresh dates. Don't settle for the already pitted dates because those are going to be dry and tasteless, and honestly they're not going to blend up very well. I tried getting those before and they just did not work out at all, and I thought I really hated dates at that time, but I found out that I just needed to get the really good kind. You can find these at Aldi or Trader Joe's and probably any other grocery store too, but make sure they have the pits already in them. They're really simple to pull apart and take the pits out yourself, so again, I wouldn't skip this step. And they add a lot of good natural sugars, so you don't have to add anything like honey or maple syrup or anything else like that. Next, I'm going to add some pumpkin pie spice, and this is just going to add a little more flavor to it. The maple sea salt almond bars that I'm making right now don't typically have the pumpkin spice, but that's okay. So I'm going to add the liquid egg whites next and the maple extract, and this is just going to be my final couple ingredients before I blend them all up together. So you can see that they're blending up, and I'm going to preheat my oven to 350. And I'm going to spray this pan with nonstick cooking spray, and you can see the batter is really smooth and it's a good consistency. And I'm just going to put it on the pan and start spreading it out. So it's really important when you're spreading this out to spread it out evenly, because then if you don't, it's gonna cook less on one side and more on the other, and you're gonna have kind of brown bars, and then you're gonna have some spots that aren't fully cooked. So you don't want that. You want to make sure you just take the time and make them completely even. It's not going to be perfect, but try to make them into a rectangle and just spread it out with a spatula. And then you're going to break up some walnuts on top if you want. You can skip this part, it's not necessary, but I like the extra crunch, so I thought that the walnuts were a good addition. And I'm just pressing them down into the bars so they're not going to fall off immediately once they're cooked and when I package them up. So I just boop, give them a little push and they're good to go. And then I'm going to add the pink Himalayan sea salt to the top. I really like the sea salt addition to this bar because it gives a little crunch and added flavor. And then the bars are going to go in the oven for 12 minutes. This seems to be the perfect time for my bars, but your oven may be different, so make sure you pay attention to the bars, and if they start to get brown on the ends, then they're probably good to go, and you can pull them out of the oven and prick them with a little toothpick and see if the toothpick comes out clean. If it's clean, then they're totally cooked. And you can see that these turned out really beautiful. Make sure that you're giving them enough time to cool down before you cut into them. I usually wait about 15 minutes or 20 minutes or so, and then I cut into them, and then I make sure that they're totally cool until before I wrap them up. So my little trick is using Glad Press and Seal. And then I put another sheet on top of them, and then I press them down. And this kind of gives it a little packaging for me. So, you know, the reason that protein bars are so convenient is because they have their own little packaging and you can take them on the go. So this was my own version of how to do that for these bars. It's not the prettiest in the world, so tell me in the comments below if you have any other ideas for me as far as making your own cheap, affordable packaging. But this is what I had for now, and this is what I had at home, so I thought it would just be a really simple way to package them up. So they turned out really great, and I have made the mint chocolate bars as well, so those turned out good as well. If you want a video on those, let me know. But I love making protein bars at home, and you can just seal them up and put half of them in the freezer and half of them in the fridge, and then you'll have protein bars for the week and also for the month. And keeping them in the freezer lets you make other flavors and not have to eat the same flavor every single day. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome day.